Hello, my name is Matthew, and we are on shelf 16 of my tiny house library tour. And this is actually the last shelf on this side of the house. Um, if you're interested in any of the books that I'm going to show, um, feel free to email me and we can work something out. You'll be supporting my um, plans of visiting Spain. And I have a GoFundMe link as well if that interests you. But let's look at the books on the bottom shelf. And it looks like we'll start with some movies. um, a terrific Audrey Hepburn movie, My Fair Lady. I like it. Um, Spartacus, an early Stanley Kubrick movie with Kirk Douglas. I Am Spartacus. And two of my favorite John Wayne movies. I absolutely love John Wayne. This is Rio Bravo and Rio Lobo. Um, this is also starring Dean Martin. And to the books. Looks like we're going to have some French writers. We have The Damned, or La Basse, or La Baie, La Ba, by Hausman. Um, really dark series of books. This is the first, it's Dirtle, a shy, censorious man, is writing a biography of Gilles de Rais. And it's just full of incredibly dark imagery. I don't know what to say. I really enjoyed it. It's been a very long time, but and then another Hausman collection, and this is, what is this? Daedalus, Parisian sketches. It's a very different Hausman. These are earlier works, and they can be just beautifully rendered stories, little snippets of Parisian life. He has another book which I don't have, but it's a great companion to Against Nature. And the translation, the title that I had seen was With the Grain, and it's almost the same story, but instead of um, the main character in Against Nature being wealthy, instead the person's quite poor. Um, I don't know how to pronounce this, but it's another Zola novel, La Assommoir. I think it means like smashed or drunk, and um, it takes place in a drinking den, and there's a lot of um, uh, poor choices that are made, and it has great scenes, great settings. Some of the characters are really interesting. I love having. I love Zola's ability to have crowds and things like that. But again, I didn't like it as a novel. Okay, we have The Idiot by Dostoevsky, and this is translated by Alan Myers. I haven't read this, but I've compared different sections, read the first part or different chapters, um, and someday I want to read this translation. The Penguin Classic. It's the selected poems and prose of Percy Bysshe Shelley, and I think I got this last year, maybe 2 years ago, and I believe it's a newer Penguin. This thing just came out. I read a review in either the London or the New York Review. Um, had a write up for this thing, and I've spent some time with it. Again, um, I I want to spend a lot more time with Shelley. I really um, enjoy his writing, but sometimes he's so mysterious to me. Goethe, Faust Part Two, and I just couldn't do it. I hadn't read it. I've tried, and I always just put it down. Maybe some days I'll want to put in the effort, but I don't know. I love this. Okay, the Figaro trilogy by Bio Marcus, and what are the three? The Barber of Seville, The Marriage of Figaro, and The Guilty Mother. Um, these stories are more well known from the operas, but the plays are fabulous, and great scenes and characters and monologues, and um, fast paced, and funny, and just great. Another collection of, or another edition of The Metamorphosis by Ovid. um, this one, I've read parts of it, but um, I really want to read this, so hopefully I'll get to that. Um, Resurrection by Tolstoy, and I think this is the Maud translation. Louis Maud, yeah, a fabulous later novel by Tolstoy. Some of his, um, especially his short stories that he wrote later, I thought were just awful. But he still has um, plenty of masterpieces, and I really enjoyed Resurrection. Okay, Faust Part 1, and this was readable. Euripides, this is the Baccha and other plays. Um, Iphigenia among the Taurians, Baccha, Iphigenia at Aurelius and Rheus. Euripides is probably my favorite um, Greek tragedian, but I could stand to reread all the Greek tragedies when I have all this time. War and Peace by Leo Tolstoy, just one of the greatest novels ever written. Okay, this is the Maud translation as well, so an older, more kind of classic translation. The Neomachian Ethics by Aristotle. I don't really care for anything that Aristotle had to say. Selected Letters of Cicero. And I've been hot and cold with Cicero. There's some of his writings that I really find fascinating and interesting and enjoyable. Other things are just so hard. Some of his philosophy, I think, is actually kind of off-putting, but his letters are great. It's just like an insight, a peek into these into the Roman world, which I just love. I've read more of these Zola novels. I keep showing them and saying that I don't like them, and at some point I'm gonna have to just admit that maybe I like maybe I like reading Emile Zola. And okay, Pascal Penzies. I just started reading this, I think, last year. Not the whole thing. Just I would open it up and read parts of it. It was recommended to me, and it's lovely. I like what I've read. And that's it for this side. After this, we're gonna move to the other side of the house, which is only 5 feet away. But let me know what you think of any of these books. If you're interested in any of them, I'll leave my email. And that's it. So thank you for watching. Take care.